Our class for today is all about Beowulf. Okay, so let's start. Beowulf. As we all know, Beowulf is the longest and greatest surviving Anglo-Saxon poem in the Old English poem. And Beowulf is the oldest surviving epic poem in the English literature. Of course, the author of Beowulf is actually unknown, and it was composed around 7th or 8th century and probably recited it to the accompaniment of harp music. Actually, Beowulf is not actually truly an English literature, but actually it was written in Old English, but it was set in Scandinavia sometime around the year 500 AD in the territories of two tribal groups, the Geats and the Scyldings, who really existed and really lived in those areas during the period of the poem. Beowulf is a poem. Key facts, of course, the title is Beowulf, and the author is unknown. Again, the type of work is poem. Genre, alternative verse, elegy, and resembles heroic epic, though some smaller in scope than most classical epics. Of course, the tense is in the past. Past, of course, uses uh, was, were, with regressions into the distant past and predictions of the future. Once again, the setting is in Denmark and Geatland. Geatland is a region in what is now southern Sweden. Of course, the protagonist is Beowulf. Okay. Who are the Geats? Of course, the Geats were Beowulf's clan. They are a seafaring tribe residing in the south of Sweden. As the poem suggests, the Geats appear to have been conquered and disappeared into history. Okay. Of course, the other clan, the Danes were a tribe of people that lived in what is now Denmark. Danes were actually the people around Denmark at that time. But of course, up until now, they are still called Danes. Okay. Plot. Of course, a plot has a major conflict, rising action, climax, falling action, and it has an ending. Okay, let's talk about the major conflict first. The poem essentially consists of three parts, and the three central conflicts are Grendel and his domination of Heorot Hall. Of course, after Beowulf defeated Grendel, Grendel's mother took her vengeance, but still Grendel was killed by Beowulf, and after that, Beowulf defeated a dragon. Rising action. Again, it's Grendel's attack on Heorot, Beowulf's defeat of Grendel, and Grendel's mother's vengeful killing of Aesir that led to the climactic encounter between Beowulf and Grendel's mother. Climax. Beowulf's encounter with Grendel's mother constitutes the moment at which good and evil are in greatest tension. Falling action. Beowulf's glorious victory over Grendel's mother that leads to King Hrothgar to praise him as a worthy hero and to advise him about becoming king. It also helps Beowulf to transform from a brazen warrior into a reliable king. Of course, the ending, at the end of the poem, Beowulf fought a dragon, anticipating that it will be his last battle. He knows he was already old at that time, so even so he had been able to kill his opponent, he was actually very much mortally wounded. Even so, his people gave him a kingly funeral, but they have been left unprotected and they foresee enemies on the rampage and bodies and slavery and abuse. That's the plot, and right now we will be talking about the main characters of Beowulf. Okay. Of course, when we talk about main characters, we were actually talking about the protagonist and the antagonist, or the people who are actually the main people, or just the main characters, of course. Okay. For, of course, let's talk about the title character first. Who is Beowulf? Beowulf, once again, is the protagonist of the epic. He is a Geatish hero who fought the monster Grendel, Grendel's mother, and a fire-breathing dragon. Beowulf's boasts and encounters reveal him to be the strongest warrior around. In his youth, he personifies all of the best values of the heroic culture. In his old age, he still proved to be a wise and effective ruler. Okay. The other protagonist, King Hrothgar, the king of the Danes. Frostguard enjoys military success and prosperity until Randall terrorizes his realm. He is a wise and aged ruler, and he represented a different kind of leadership which was exhibited by the youthful warrior Beowulf. Even so, he is the father figure to Beowulf and a model for the kind of king that Beowulf becomes. Okay. Now we're talking about the antagonists. First of all, Grendel. Grendel is a demon that descended from Cain. When we talk about that, Cain is actually the the boy in the Bible that actually slain his brother Abel, and the author at that time just had an inspiration, as I believe so, and placed Cain as the ancestor of Grendel. He was the one that preys on King Hrothgar's warriors in the king's mead hall, Heorot. Okay. Once again, after Beowulf fought and cut off Grendel's arm, he immediately went to his mother, Grendel's this one, Grendel's mother, to actually he actually died at her arm, and of course after that, Grendel's mother felt very sad and thought about giving revenge or having her revenge due to her son's death. Okay. She's actually unnamed, and she seems to possess fewer human qualities than Grendel. She also attacks Heorot to avenge Grendel's death. Okay. They fought in the underwater battle hall, but was killed when Beowulf cuts her head off. The last encounter of Beowulf is all about the dragon. The dragon is an ancient powerful serpent, and the dragon horde guards a hoard of treasure in a hidden mound. Beowulf fight with the dragon, and it constitutes the third and final part of the epic. Actually, the dragon uh, went to rampage on his kingdom because one of his knights actually stole something on on the hoard of treasure in that hidden mound. Now we're talking about the supporting characters. We will only be talking a few of those supporting characters. Now we're talking about Boxio. Boxio is Hrothgar's queen that is she is given to him in marriage as a gesture of peace by a rival king. Boxio's presence at heart exerts a calming power, casing tensions and resolving disputes between men. Okay, the other one, on Firth, he is actually the man that actually doubted Beowulf at first, but after that, Unferth was able to recognize Beowulf's strengths, and even so, he actually still lended Be- he's, he was still able to lend Beowulf his sword, fronting for the battle against Randall's mother. Then, after that, uh, he gave it as a gift when Beowulf departs from for home. Okay.